Look at the dude in the white hat right behind Buffer.
Yeah.
Got a red pinstripe suit on.
Yeah.
Got the gold shades on inside.
Yeah.
Got a white hat.
He's thinking there's a boxing match on because Michael Buffer's here.
It's like he's a heavy for Death Row Records.
Could be. So they did edit out Kiss here, didn't they?
Well, I mean, shouldn't they?
I guess they should. Well, once you perform, this is what I always was told, and this is what happened. Once you perform, you kind of sign a waiver that you were on TV and they can use this any way they want to use it. That's why you hear my voice all the time and I don't get any royalties for it.
By the way, Kiss was the main event, so we don't know that it's not going to happen yet.
All right, good.
In order, next up, the way it happened is Hulk Hogan Sting. So even though the in-ring main event is the world title,
good.
It's the real main event.
It's real main, and Kiss is going to come on at the end. I hope because man, I'm in Kiss mode right now.
What does that mean?
Dun 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 dun, God of Thunder, dun dun dun, and rock and roll, dun dun dun. The spell you're under, dun 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 dun, will surely rob you of your virgin soul. Bum 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 bum. One of the great rock and roll performances ever. Gene Simmons bleeds from the mouth. They hook him up and they pull him up top and he sings right up above the stage. There's nothing like it in rock and roll. That's what I was excited about. You obviously are not a Kiss fan.
Nope.
You have no idea what you missed.
Okay.
You have no idea what you missed. Did you ever see him live? Nope. Anybody that saw Kiss live was immediately a Kiss fan. Because you walk out saying, you know what? I never did appreciate their music, but those motherfuckers, they knocked it out of the ballpark on that one. They always Kiss and still today, when you go to one of their rock and roll shows, they leave it all out there, man. Hold nothing back. It's a spectacular show.
Listen, I know that we like to sort of mock or make fun or shit upon.
Yes, we do.
But let's really look at, not kidding around, what was on this card. Chase Tatum and Mikey Whipwreck, of course, that's the Sid show.
Yeah, 2 thumbs
Buff
down.
Bagwell and Ernest Miller.
Ernest Miller, thumbs up. Bagwell, thumbs down.
Lenny Lane and Juventud, another Sid show.
Uh-huh.
Brian Knobs, Barbarian, and Hugh Morris against Shane Douglas, Dean Malenko, and Perry Saturn.
Some talent in there.
Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman versus the Insane Clown Posse.
Okay.
Chris Benoit and Rick Steiner.
All right.
West Texas Rednecks and Harlem Heat.
Right.
Vampiro and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan and Sting for the world title.
Yeah.
Like Hulk Hogan and Sting for the world title is a fucking pay-per-view all day.
Right.
That's a huge, almost a dream match. And the talent on here, whether it's Eddie Guerrero or Dean Malenko or Perry Saturn or Chris Benoit, Barry Windham. I understand that maybe the company didn't have a lot of momentum going, but you got all that and a concert from Kiss. If I was in Vegas, I would have went to this.
Yeah. Look, we may have not had a lot of momentum, but we were still pretty relevant back at this time. I mean, we're talking about what time of year was
August 23rd, 1999.
August, right. August of 1999. Okay. We still, had a spark, but 2000 rolled around and that was all done. It was all done. I'm digging this match.
It's weird to see Hulk Hogan in red and yellow, but Sting is Crow.
Yeah.
Like if Hogan was red and yellow and Sting was Surfer Sting, okay, that timeline checks out. But if Sting is Crow Sting and Hulk Hogan is Hollywood Hulk Hogan, okay, that checks out.
Right.
But the red and yellow versus the black and white, that's a little weird, huh?
Probably been pretty cool if we would have had him come out as the Crow and then have him go in the back and shave his head and spike his blonde and,
And hit his chest and go, ow!
Yeah, and put the colored face paint on, come back out that way.
Hey, remember the promo he did on Ric Flair at Clash of the Champions where he called himself a great white shark?
Yeah.
What was that noise he made? Thank you.
I don't do it as well as you do it, but still. Go ahead.
No. That was way better than mine.
It was?
People listen to this show to hear you, bro.
Well, I know, but bullshit. They listen to this show to hear us, Conrad.
No, you're the star. I'm just here. I press buttons.
Face up to the fucking fact. This is the Conrad and Tony show, or Tony and Conrad. It doesn't matter. But one doesn't work without the other. It's like we're the Smothers brothers. It's not Dick Smothers.
I disagree. When you got all those big, contract offers.
Well, what do you?
From every major wrestling company in the world, and those contract offers were in your name only.
But your name came up.
I love it.
Many times.
By the way, I've got a tremendous story to tell you off air about a panicked phone call I got yesterday.
Okay. I got to hear this one.
You will laugh and laugh and laugh.
Okay.
These guys are two of the biggest stars in the history of professional wrestling here, and it's just a random Monday.
Yeah, it is. It's a random Monday, but it's for Turner Broadcasting's numbers on TNT. And that, again, this was ruling the roost to the point to where it was, these were bigger than pay-per-views almost.
Why do you say that?
And you know what? Do you think that SmackDown on Fox is going to become bigger than everything else?
Well, it has to. It's on regular broadcast TV.
Right. So I'm saying is, do you think by what they're going to do on SmackDown, do you think it's going to devalue pay-per-views?
No.
Okay.
Pay-per-views aren't really a thing anymore.
Right. They're not what they used to be.
Well, I mean, they are for AEW, but they're not for WWE. Like WWE's business model is not selling pay-per-views. Now it's get the network or don't.
Right.
And I mean, I have the network for this, I do. I enjoy watching the old stuff with you way more than watching the new stuff. That's not an indictment on the new stuff. It's just, I prefer old movies to new movies.
Right. I mean, you go to, and they revamp this network. Boy, we're doing a good job of selling the network. Revamp this network, and you can, once you get a hang of where everything is, man, I love the old Mid-Atlantic stuff, the old AWA stuff. I don't think there's enough of it on there. And I talked Triple H about it, and he said the reason a lot of the old stuff is not on there is because it takes a while to get it on. You just can't say, okay, hey, let's put 10 episodes of Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. You can't do that. You can't just throw them on there.
Well, and a lot of people will say, why not? Well, because you've got to make sure that the formatting is correct. You've got to add the closed captioning. You've got to add multiple languages. You've got to edit out commercials.
Right.
You've got to blur out old hotline numbers. You've got to make sure that you own the rights or can legally play all the songs, because let's not pretend that Jim Crockett Promotions was licensing everything correctly.
Yeah, right.
And of course, everybody wants to make fun of, well, ECW never paid any licensing fees. I mean, they could have never, dude, neither did Jim Crockett Promotions. You think when fucking old timey rock and roll was playing on TV that somebody wrote a check for that? They didn't. Just telling you.
Right. And then there's also I think it's what they call the metadata. Okay. In other words, there has to be people who, if you do a search
Yes. You got to log everything that's on there.
Log everything it's on. Exactly right.
So if you're looking for a Hulk Hogan match, this show we're watching right now has to pop up. And if you're looking for Kiss, this has to pop up. And if you're looking for Sting, this has to pop up.
And that has to be entered manually. And so it takes a while. So there you go. There's your education from us about why everything is not automatically on the internet, because they have it. They have a vast library.
Well,
vast.
And here's the other thing too. Like, let's just be real about it. If you put everything on there at the exact same time, it's so much that no one could possibly consume it all. But in a month, they'll do what we've all done. Like, you joked before that, hey, you know, when I was a kid, we had 3 stations or whatever on TV.
Right.
Now with satellite, or, you know, I guess cable too, you got 400 stations. There's no possible way you can watch it all. But even now, with 400 options, we say the same thing we said when there were 3 stations. Oh, there's nothing on.
Right.
So it's like, if you just go ahead and put everything out there, it's like, how do you get people back in? How can you create new excitement? How can you, like, every time they roll out new Mid-Atlantic, somewhere Dick Bourne is like, oh, I got to get the network. I want to watch these shows. But once he's seen them all, he doesn't care what's going on with Ricochet and AJ Styles. He'll probably cancel. But when they announce some more, he's going to buy it again. Right. But if they just said, hey, every episode of Mid-Atlantic is here, he's just going to watch them bang, 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 and he's done. But if we can get him to just try it again, there is a real business psychology strategy to that.
Yeah.
Baby.
And it's the reason why Vince McMahon has worked and everybody else has fallen to the wayside, because he's always had a business model, plan, strategy with business and production people. More than just give the money to the boys. Let's get some real good, smart business people in here. And that's what it's all been about. One of the reasons that up until this point, he's been the only thing going on, changing drastically though, as you knew it would. Okay, they got on the table there and they did nothing. Did you notice that?
Yes.
They put each other on the table, didn't do a slam, didn't do anything at all. It's like, okay, oh, here we go. Is he going to Hulk up? He's going to have to Hulk up, and he point to him.
Look at this. I got to tell you, this match is better than I expected it to be.
Sure it is.
And I know that you would say, oh, that table spot was stupid. And I wouldn't disagree, but Hulk Hogan in 1999 is not exactly known for putting on clinics.
No.
This is still pretty good.
Yes, it is. Because there was, with the exception of that return match with the Ultimate Warrior, I always thought Hulk gave you a pretty good match. I did. He wasn't a great worker, no, but still, you were into his shit. You were into Hulk Hogan. You really were, man. You were into him coming back. You were into him pointing at you. You were into him, listening, putting the ear up and posing and with the leg drop and everything. And you were into all that. See, the fans want him to come back. Come on, Hulk. Where's our guy with the red hat? There he is. I mean, the white hat, right in the center.
Dude. How about who he's sitting by? It looks like he's sitting by the diabetic version of Rob Zombie.
The guy in front.
Oh my gosh. And then, dude, our dude in the white hat is surrounded. Look to his left, or our left, his right.
Oh my God.
Looks like Lenny Lane's uncle. And then our right, his left is diabetic Rob Zombie.
And look at the guy right in front of him. Good God.
Fucking Mickey J.
Here's coming. This is Hogan.
I feel like that's Mickey J checking on you and Lois.
See, the fans are into this. Come on. See that guy? He's elbowing. Yes, sir, elbowing. It was so predictable, but it was so good. See that?
I don't know if you noticed the time.
Yeah.
We're definitely not getting the Kiss concert.
Oh.
They've had a long match here.
Yeah, we're 3 minutes away from the end of the show.
Yes, we are.
Bum 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 bum. How about this? I want to rock and roll
all night
and party every day. I want to rock and roll all night and party every day. Hulk puts a leg up on Sting. He tried to sting her, splash. He missed, and Hulk's starting to hulk up. But Stinger fell face down. Mickey J's a fat-ass referee. Hulk is going to wind up with a right hand. Here comes real fuck. Well, fuck this main event up. Say we didn't need to do this.
No, I mean, you had a good thing going, and now it's a schmoz thanks to Sid and Rick Steiner.
Yeah. The schmoz work with other guys, but not with Hogan and Sting.
Not necessary.
Yeah.
And look who it is, Bill Goldberg. That's what it was all about. Our first appearance from Bill Goldberg right at the end of the show. Here's my thing about this. And I know this sounds silly and maybe doesn't make any sense in a kayfabe sense.
Okay.
If I want Goldberg to make the save, I need him to be dressed like Goldberg.
Right.
I don't need tennis shoes and sweatpants and a long sleeve t-shirt. I need him in his gear looking like Goldberg, because when he runs out like this, it's like, who's that bald headed security dude? Look at the fans now. When he takes his shirt off, they're reacting.
Right.
Because some of them were still like, who is that? They've never seen him like that. Take your shirt off. Let's see that fucking shoulder tat. Now we know it's you.
Right.
But for that matter, put the little trunks and the boots on. Like, that's what we're expecting to see. We want to see Superman. We don't give a fuck about Clark Kent.
Yeah. And you know what? Something like that would have never happened in the WWE. You go out there, you be Goldberg.
Well, here we go. The ending of the Kiss Nitro. And, I feel like I have just given you a false finish here because you were all excited to see Kiss and now there is no Kiss. So
you had me sing and that was pretty good.
Well, that's debatable.
I mean, I sang rock and roll all night and party every day, and that's pretty fucking cool. I thought. You want me to sing a strutter?
No, I want you to, sing us the Swan song because we're done.
Oh, we are?
And that's the end of the show. So when I look at my clock, I realize it's about that time.
Okay. Ain't a thing, eat a chicken wing. Got some gold teeth at that club trying to shake that thing. Trying to get piece chicken, always some dumb shit. Should have paid your light bill. You bought an outfit. Stay at your mommy house and keep a smart mouth. It's Project Memphis, Tennessee. Don't even fake the deal. I thought you said you had your girl on the light bill. Always in my face, talking this and that. You riding clean, but your gas tank is on E. We're out of time. We'll see you next week on What Happened When on the MLW Radio Network and on Mondays exclusively on
Patron.